Working at the Daily Beast when Tim Mack put out that story a couple of years ago. And the really funny thing about it was the fact that Michael Cohen went on this really extraordinary rant only got the story more attention. In fact, Michael Cohen, who is sometimes portrayed as this genius fixer, made things worse for his client because he added to the story. The story became not just that Donald Trump made his wife feel violated during sex, according to divorce papers, but also that Donald Trump's lawyer launched these ridiculous, over-the-top, almost cartoon movie threats at a reporter. So he gave us two stories rather than one.
You're a seasoned reporter, and you may look at it as somewhat cartoonish. As I mentioned in the open, though, this was a person working for someone with a lot of money and resources and power as compared to the type of people they were picking on, whether it was Stormy Daniels, at least as alleged, or this reporter here. That power imbalance is something Mr. Cohen seems to try to underscore in the most serious way of saying this person's entire career is at risk. And with regard to ruining his life, I want to play a little more of this. Take a listen.
Rest assured, you will suffer the consequence. So you do whatever you want. You want to ruin your life at the age of 20? I don't know a nicer way to put it. I think you should go ahead and you should write the story that you plan on writing. I think you should do it. Because I think you're an idiot. All right? And I think your paper is a joke. And it's going to be my absolute pleasure to serve you with a $500 million lawsuit like I did to Univision.
This audio leaks tonight, Betsy, at a time when over 1 million pieces of evidence from Michael Cohen's office and private records, including alleged audio tapes, is going over to the feds. What does this audio indicate, in your view, as a reporter, and as you mentioned, someone who was at the same paper, about what other things might be memorialized here and whether it's going to hurt Cohen?
I think we can safely guess that Cohen probably recorded himself having conversations like this. If you listen to that conversation, it doesn't sound like it's the first time that Cohen leveled very over-the-top threats at somebody who he didn't like, someone who was trying to get not to follow through on something that he was worried about. And one thing I'd like to add here is that these threats from Cohen ended up to be entirely toothless. Tim Mack, the reporter who was on the other end of that conversation, never got served. There was no $500 million lawsuit. We never got roped up into some costly or life-altering legal battle with Michael Cohen. It was entirely toothless. It didn't go anywhere. I think what we can probably guess is that if the tapes that Michael Avenatti says do exist, they likely include conversations along the lines of this one, and it's going to be up to people to judge what that says about Michael Cohen's character and credibility and integrity.
Betsy, I don't know how busy you are. Do you have time for one more part of the tape?
Sure. Let's do it.
Let's go ahead.
You write a story that has Mr. Trump's name in it with the word rape, and I'm going to mess your life up for the rest of it. As long as you're on this freaking planet, I'm going to turn around. You're going to have judgments against you for so much money, you'll never know how to get out from underneath it.